Rise up, Dirty Birds. The Falcons are taking it. We'll see about that. Whose house? Rams house. Welcome to Two Birds and a Ram.
Well, hello, everybody. Good evening. Welcome back. Welcome back to another episode of Two Birds and a Ram. My name is Wes, a.k.a. Falcon BoY.
You got Sean John, Mr. Sports of the South, very versatile with all my hats. So, they've been chewing me out before the show starts. So, I got to be very versatile. Baseball around the corner, ready for this cold weather to end. So, pass it off to my boy, Kennard.
Rodney, a.k.a. Ram Boy, the only one with a title, the only one with a Super Bowl ring, baby. The only one would last longer in the playoffs than they did. But other than that, go ahead, Wesley.
Well, actually, to be honest with you, Ram Boy, you did last longer than us because we didn't make it. So, good point. Good point. So, as you can see, tonight, Ram Boy, it says Two Birds and a Ram, but tonight it's Three Birds and a Ram because I got another bird. This is fresh. This is signed by Pete Carroll, one of the greatest coaches ever in the NFL. Of course, this stuff don't belong to me. Belongs to my son Noah, so I told him I was going to bust my boy Ram Boy's chops for a little while, since he's always busting challenge on my balls. I thought tonight I'd retrospect and bust your balls and have some of this on tonight. So, Ram Boy, it'll be in your mailbox tomorrow. On that note, Ram Boy, the floor is yours. Talk to us about that unfortunate loss, baby.
Well, guys, normally I don't do this. I'm going to humble myself tonight. I'm not going to give y'all entertainment tonight. I'm just going to speak facts to you tonight. First of all, I want to say congratulations to Noah. I want to congratulate you, Noah. You got so many teams. I don't know which team to congratulate you for, but I guess I congratulate you for Seattle.
Two for the record.
I got five.
Cool.
Everybody got 5 teams there. You don't know which team to congratulate them for, but Noah, hey, go to Super Bowl and lose. I can't stand y'all motherfucking ass. I'm gonna go break it down to you like that. I don't like the Patriots. Yeah, I wish both of them could lose. Shit, but somebody got to win. But unfortunately, my beloved Rams blew it. Had the game won, and we all watched the game, so we all know what I'm getting ready to say is true. The truth of the matter is this: 3 things happened in that game that shouldn't have happened. First of all, my punt returner shouldn't have never caught the damn ball. Try to catch the ball. I mean, the ball already passed you, man. Let it go. Let it go. You put them on the 10-yard line, they go score. My defense sucked. I don't know what happened to my defense, but they suck. They didn't come to play. They didn't come to do nothing. And the most other important thing is Sean McVay. Sean McVay, you called a terrible game when it got close. You had 2nd and 4 on the 6-yard line. You turned around and threw the ball twice to 2 rookies instead of giving it to Puka, giving it to Devontae, they're giving it to Karen. But you sit up here and threw it to 2 rookies. And then the last one, he wasn't even open. What in the world? Then they dropped back in a 9-man zone. Your man could have ran for 4 yards. We didn't have to go score a touchdown. We needed 4 yards to get a first down. That's it. So what it's telling me, fellas, is this. And y'all gonna say, yeah, and I'm not complaining. When it happened to me, I understand what happened when we played New Orleans. We went to New Orleans, beat New Orleans. Reason why? Because the city of Atlanta didn't want New Orleans to play in Georgia. That be the truth about this. Because the NFL starting to get a little damn, you know what, rigged to me. I'm sorry. When the Rams played San Francisco in L.A., let San Francisco play in L.A.? They gonna let the Rams play in there. Aaron Donald last game, boom, boom. Okay, let's go this one. We got a chance to go to San Francisco. They will not let Rams go to San Francisco and play in San Francisco. Because you know what? They'll let Seattle go because Seattle really ain't no rivalry. The Rams are a rival. They didn't want the Rams to come down there and win. And then I want y'all to understand next year Super Bowl, guess what next year's Super Bowl is at, fellas? It's in L.A. It's in L.A. Understand it. Matthew Stafford last year, he will be back this year. Don't believe none of that rumor shit that he wasn't. He taking it wasn't. He just trying to make sure he get his money up so he can get paid. and I don't blame him. I do the same thing. But I'm with you guys. I'm on the fishing trip with you guys. So, I'm enjoying the vacation. I didn't complain enough. But at the end of the day, we had a good season. We'll be back. Barring any injuries, we will be back to get my title, to bring it back home to LA. And to my son, Double R out there, I hope you nothing because you'll be 87,000 in child support money.
Ram Boy, last time I checked, the boys swim upstream. You said your son 87,000. So I said last time I checked,
87,000. I remember when I went in there to pay my last payment. I said, "How much did I pay?" She said, 87,000. I said, "What? I should have kept that little motherfucker my damn self. I knew they ain't gonna pay all that. What kind of shit going on with that?" But it is what it is. It is what it is. But it's all right. Bring my buddy on this thing. This is my buddy right here. What's up, little man? That's the man. That's the man, Mr. Man right here. He made his debut tonight. Say hello, fella.
Is that
7-11. That's 7.
Is that what's the dog's name?
7.
Savvy?
Yeah, 7. Like the number 7.
Oh, 7. I'm sorry, 7.
Yeah.
Does 7 have a Ram jersey on tonight?
No, 7 ready to eat. He ready to go tear some stuff up. It's my buddy right here. Right, little buddy. That's my buddy right here. He get best.
Well, I'm glad you got Snuggles.
Yeah,
I'm glad you got Snuggles tonight.
When I lost, he came and cheered me up, and he said, "You know what? It's gonna be all right." I said, "I know it's gonna be all right because you the man. Because he Mr. Man, and he understand he Mr. Man." Okay, but you made your debut. Get on out of here.
Shout out to 7. Well, welcome to the podcast, 7. Welcome to the podcast.
7-11.
I wish you would let us hear his thoughts on the game. But
he already said he still gotta go eat right now. He said, "Damn that."
He's got his priorities. He don't want to be on the two birds.
It's gonna be a good off season, fellas. We gonna be talking about the draft. We gonna be talking about free agency. We'll be talking about coaches changes. We're gonna be talking about a lot of things coming up. Your Falcons, y'all done did a lot of stuff this week. Y'all trying to get this team right. Matt Ryan trying to get his boy Kevin Stefanski. What his name was Stefanski in there.
It ain't Stefanski. Get it right. It's
what is it?
Dan Fansky.
Oh, okay, whatever. But anyway, y'all trying to get that team right. Y'all trying to rise up, win y'all division. Hey, we gonna be talking about a lot of things coming up on upcoming the Two Birds in the Ram. It's not a sad day in LA land because we're coming back. And next, the football season, fellas, for all the fellas, that's what the part that hurts. Because I want everybody to understand that's the part that hurts us right here. All the guys in the world hurts us when football season. It's like somebody took a pen and bust the balloon and just busting your season over. You like, damn, I did all this firing up because y'all could have saw me the way I was around my TV, man. Y'all be like, damn, that something is crazy as hell. I done walked around the pool table 100 times. I done went up to upstairs, kissed my wife 100 times, and it still didn't work, and I still lost. And then the reason why I really lost was because you went with me. Sean John did the right thing. He didn't go with me. But you went with me, Wes. I told you not to go with me. So I'm blaming you on this loss. I ain't need you on my team. I don't want you on my team. You're not a Ram fan. Stay with the bird. Whatever bird it is, yellow, blue, chicken, whatever, stay with them. But anyway, let's go ahead, Sean. Y'all have the flow, man. Y'all want to say something about the game? Y'all can say something about the game other than that. Let's talk about the Falcons, man. The upcoming Senior Bowl coming up too. And there's a lot of good players from there. We're gonna be looking at y'all looking at. So hey, it's a happy time, man. The Super Bowl gonna be boring as hell. If y'all want to watch, y'all watch that shit. I'm gonna watch the Cosby Show, all 100 episodes of it.
Well, real quick before we get into our Falcons with Sean John and I, you said something about coaches. I didn't know if you knew this or not, Aaron Boy, but you did just hire the special team coordinator from the Cleveland Browns.
Okay, I hope he better than the one we had because damn it hell, everyone we had was off. Well, that was the reason why I'm so upset because he could have fixed this unit earlier. He didn't use my boy Tutu at all. You pay this man $10 million for 1 year, and you don't use him at all. I see him play one game, and that was the Colts game. He took a touchdown back and won the game for the Rams. Other than that, I ain't see him. They didn't play Tutu. Why you gonna pay him $10 million just to sit and don't dress him or nothing? It didn't make no sense, man. And then my secondary just was horrible. I mean, it was horrible. It was hard. It really was horrible. Even if we would have won, I probably still wouldn't have been happy right now. I've been happy because I could talk a little shit, but other than that, I wasn't happy because my defense really sucked. We let y'all do what y'all did, and it was just ridiculous too. I was really upset about that. Y'all went down the field, kicked the field goal when we should have stopped y'all, and we came back to beat y'all, and we let y'all come down and kick a field goal. I mean, come on. It just when y'all, it was Carolina, it was San Francisco come back. It was just horrible, man. It was horrible. My offense, because my quarterback is the truth. And one thing I want to say about Seattle defense, they suck. I don't care what nobody said. My man threw for the last 2 times he done played them. He threw 831 yards on them, 6 touchdowns, no interception. Everybody kept on breathing. Seattle defense ain't shit. They didn't play nobody. They played Carolina, they played San Francisco twice. 2 teams that don't have no offense, don't have no defense, so they gonna look good regardless. We went up there and put 400-something damn yards on them, and nobody won't say that. But all through the game, they was talking about Seattle defense ain't shit. But they go win the Super Bowl. At the end of the day, they go win Super Bowl. And I guarantee you they go win Super Bowl. Because I don't like the Patriots either. Because they cheated us back in 9/11 with that bullshit and that America shit. I don't want to hear that bullshit, but But y'all got the flow, man. I'm a little grouchy right now. But go ahead, have the flow, man. Y'all enjoy yourself. Because I don't say it all like I said, man. I ain't got nothing else to say. Go ahead.
All I got to say is y'all can put up the numbers, but Seattle defense made the key plays when they needed to meet the key plays of the game. That's all what matters.
No, Sean McVay made the key play because regardless of what, he didn't even have to go for it. He didn't have to go for it on 4th down. He could have kicked the field goal and cut it.
I 100% agree with you. Sean McVay, when you're on the road,
when the man put up 400-something damn yards on Sean. Come on now.
I understand, but when you're on the road, you got to play smart. So, yes, you was using Puka and Devontae, and y'all was getting advantage with the passing game, but sometimes, too, the running game was I was opening up lanes with the running game. Mm-hmm. So, my thing about it is with Sean McVay, when you got down there before Seattle had got that ball when it was 27-31, you should have kicked the field goal because it's going to change the mindset that Seattle had. So, Seattle going to have to be like, they're going to probably force some of the pressure trying to get the ball down the field. Do what they have to do because it do change the mindset. That's why I say when you're always on the road, take the points when you can. Yeah. Take like field goal. If you can't get the touchdown, yeah, exactly. Same thing with Sean Payton. We want to talk about the game. We talk about the game with Sean. When you start a backup quarterback, you got to treat it like it's a road game. We know the weather conditions changed in the second half for the Broncos. When you got down there, you should have kicked the field goal. You keep throwing the ball, and then you put the defense, the Patriot defense really helped the Patriot offense because their offense looked like trash that game. He looked like trash and put them in position to score because Drake May didn't have no scoring touchdown. He just rushed it in and stuff like that. But like I said, you could put the numbers up, but Sean McVay was trying to get a little too greedy at times, and it came back and it got y'all exposed. Y'all secondary, y'all gonna have to work on y'all secondary this all season. Y'all front four is good. The secondary got to help the front four because the front four can only do so much, and y'all linebacking core been playing decent. So I'll say from your D line and your linebacking core, they've been awesome all year. But your secondary, they're not going to help the D line if they don't do their job and need to do. It's only so much they can do. So I understand. I give your defense a C. Playing in Seattle, that's a tough environment. I'm playing on the road, playing big key games on the road. I give them a C average, but y'all got to fix that secondary. Sean McVay, you can't be greedy on certain extent. Hell, y'all won a game in Chicago. Chicago is tough, and y'all played in that cold weather condition. And then I know Matt Stafford got an arm, but you got to be smart with him. He getting up there in age now. I understand he getting up there in age, and y'all got a lot of stuff y'all got to work on. But I feel like y'all shouldn't have got ready to run the game, run the ball, make the key plays. You need to make the key plays. Don't force the situation. Like I said, like you said, use Tutu Atwell in special plays, and y'all special team was really y'all kryptonite all year. But y'all offense kind of outscored in certain situations to, cover up some of this blind spots y'all had on y'all defense and y'all second and special team.
Yeah.
So that's all I got to say.
Yeah, but I still, like I said, it is what it is, man. But we're going fishing with y'all. What we going, Cancun?
Catch whatever you want to catch, Ram Boy.
Well, if we catch y'all. And can you now take that ugly shit off? You got something else on under there. Can you take that ugly shit off that you got?
No, I ain't taking it off until I'm ready to take it off.
I show you. When we come over there, take it off.
Yeah, would you bring your ass over here through my front door and take your shit off?
If you didn't live so far, come over there and take that shit off you and whoop your ass.
Be like the Rock. Be like the Rock.
Anyway, what's going on? What's going on, Wesley?
All right. I'm going to take this shit off. Now you can see my bald head and see a real bird. So anyhow, all right, Sean John, we got some breaking news. I don't know if you saw it or not, but we just hired a GM. Ian Cunningham, and I don't know about you, bud, but I am extremely, extremely happy about that. He has ties with Matt Ryan, just like Kevin Stefanski is. So it seems like Matt Ryan is doing the right thing, trying to get one family in. Not that they're buddies, but I like the connection they have, and I'm very excited. How you feeling? I'm sorry, Ramboy. He came from Chicago.
Oh, that's why I told you they're gonna be. Y'all could have had him that Monday. That's why I told you could have had him that Monday, but y'all took another week to hire him.
That's okay. We had to hire. We had to. The rules. There's other opportunities for other coaches, so we can't just bring one candidate in and just hire him. That's not the way it goes. So, Sean John, what are your thoughts about Ian?
I figured it was going to be him, and also too, I was leaning towards the GM with the 49ers under John Lynch. I wasn't been bad with those decisions. Ian Cunningham, one thing I can say about him, I'm happy that we have hired a GM that been versatile in different franchises. Ian Cunningham spent a lot of time with the great Ozzie Newsome in Baltimore before he came to Chicago. So I like that. And I think I like this new chemistry built that we have with Matt Ryan, knowing the city, knowing what the team need, playing for the Falcons, everything else, and bringing in Cunningham, bringing from Chicago, Baltimore, coming in, know how the divisions are from the AFC North and the NFC South or NFC North. Now you come to the NFC South. That those divisions are very tough, and we want to build our team toughness and grind and gritty. Build it to last longer as we can, like the Steelers and the Ravens and the Bengals and all these teams always into January, either in the Super Bowl. So I like that mentality. I think he's going to be real good, and I like how Kevin Stefanski, man, keeping it cool, say, hey, I'm gonna give my part what I can until we get a GM in here. Once we get a GM in here, then we can all work together. They was trying to get him, about the question with Michael Penix, Kirk Cousins. He's all eager to work with Penix, and stuff like that. And we've been getting good reports on Penix, how he's been doing, and stuff like that. And hearing the little interview the other day from 92.9 Game. He said, while Penny's still doing his rehab, you can still work with him in the lab, physically, mentally, with his head, before he get out on the field, start doing stuff on his own. He feel confident because as a quarterback, you got to start reading defense. You got to start, doing your steadying stuff before you get on the field. So once you get on the field, that's going to be a mental thing, but also, too, it's going to be a mental thing in your head, too, when you're on that field, too. And also the digestion and stuff like that. But I think it's a good week. I think we're gonna do good. And then with Ian coming in from Chicago, working with another GM there that they have, it's gonna be good too to help us with the cap wise standpoint. Pick the players that we need to get in here, fix the quarterback situation. Because one thing I know before the season started, Matt Ryan not gonna let they're not gonna let that quarterback room just let it go down. They're not going to let that happen. They're going to make sure the quarterback room, every position is going to be competition going forward. and next man up mentality. That's what we need on this team. Next man up mentality. Everybody prepared, ready, and like Kevin Stefanski, he believes in our offensive coordinator Tommy Reese, who he hired. He feel like he can call plays, and also too he letting Jeff Ulrich do his thing on the defense. But also too, one thing I do like about Kevin Stefanski, what he does is he sit down with his quarterback before the game, before the week of the game, to prepare his mind mentally and want them to call the perfect game and call the right game to make it easy. Because as a young quarterback, you want to make sure your quarterback feel good going into Sunday. You don't want to wait till the last minute to Saturday. You want to start at the beginning of the week preparing for that team because it's a different opponent that you're playing, schemes, everything else. And I like how he's approaching it and doing everything the right way, and also to want that challenge.
Yeah. So you happy about it now? Where's your new coach?
Well, I'm going to be honest with you, Rambo. After hearing his press conference, stand by my thoughts, but maybe I'm going to be wrong. It's going to be the first time I'm wrong about our coach. There's been several through the line that I'm like, too sure about that. So we'll see. But I am very excited, after hearing him talk about what his mindset is and how he's going to do it. And then he also said in his press conference that Tommy Reese, the offense coordinator that he had in Cleveland, came with him here to Atlanta, and that he will be the OC, and Stefanski will be, backing him up and supporting him. So that's good to see. I'm glad to hear that as well, because if you just bring an OC in,
quarterback starts to the guy that can distribute the football for you.
Kind of know.
Got a young guy, Michael Penix Jr.
Here's an interview
with
DJ Shockley with our new head coach.
And I think here's a young player, still early into his career, but the ability to process information quickly in a game, which is not easy with some of the things that these defenses are doing, but to get through progressions, to deliver the ball accurately, obviously his ability to move, all these traits that you really look forward to coaching in a young kid. That was an easy decision for me. I'm very comfortable with Tommy calling the plays. I trust Tommy's ability to call it on game day. I've seen him do it. He's done it in big moments in college football. He's done it in big moments when we're at the Browns together. Now, I feel like this is a guy that I trust can share in the vision of offensive football that we believe in and can do a great job on Sundays.
When you look back on the past, what are some of the things that you look back and say, you know what, these are things that I can build on as I head into the future?
I hope I'm learning every single day, and I'm so grateful for the things that I've been through as a coach. And I'm going to continue to grow. I'm going to continue to get better at my job in the way that I push our players, in the way I push our coaches, and the way we push this team ultimately to being the team that is winning that final game in the end.
You had a message to the fans of what to expect from Kevin Stefanski coach team. What would that message be?
Well, I've met a few of the fans already, and I've felt the energy. I've been in restaurants. I've been around the hotel. I've gotten the hugs from our fans that are so excited. I know this fan base wants to win. I know how badly they want to win. I feel it from them. I also know that as a football team, we're going to make sure we work. We're going to make sure that we keep our head down. Practices are going to be hard. We're going to make sure that what we're doing is hardening up this football team. I was saying callous, don't blister, but we got to callous our football team up, because when fall comes, when September rolls around, it's time to go, and we're going to do that with our fans. I can't wait to be in this building when it's rocking, and when they make the impact on game day that they can make being in this building.
Wow, that's exciting.
And also too, I did some more research on Kevin Stefanski. He worked he's under the Andy Reid coaching tree. He's under Brad Childress coaching tree. Leslie Frazier, who's a coach on the Seattle Seahawks staff that's trying to get a Super Bowl. The good defensive coordinator. He's been a lot. And also too with this offense that he's going to run with Tommy Reese, he's going to do the Kubiak and Shanahan coaching tree. He's going to run that scheme in this offense. It's going to happen because Gary Kubiak is a big influence on him as an offensive coach, quarterback coach, and everything in the Kyle Shanahan. So that run scheme and bringing Bill Callahan to be that O-line coach is going to be a big difference on his team to help a young offensive coordinator. It's going to help a lot. And I like it. And I like the tree that he is. I like how the way he talk, how his grittiness. He said, when April come around, we in here, we working and conditioning, the type of football team we need to be, build that camaraderie. He talk about, Bijan, the type of player he is. Also talk about Drake, the player, the playmaker that we need. Also, too, I understand he couldn't talk about Kyle Pitts like he wants to because I know free agency and stuff coming up. But also, too, I know he is big on using the tight ends, too. So, right now we lingering if Kyle Pitts going to stay or not. But we don't know. We don't see. But I feel like I said, Matt Ryan, our new general manager, and Kevin Stefanski is going to not let one position on this team be a weak position. Every position is going to be a competitive position because we're going to need every position on this team to step up on the next man mentality. From the tight end, the wide receiver room, the running back room, the quarterback. I ain't going to lie, we might lose Tyler Algier, but I'm telling you who will be a good backup to come in here and help Bijan and also help the culture in this help the running game will be Nick Chubb. I would love to have Nick Chubb in here. I know he's not the same player, but he's still decent where he can come in here, still be a cowbell. No, because I'm saying if you bring Nick Chubb in here as a backup to Bijan to help run that scheme offense, and you still can draft another young running back.
Let me ask John's question, John. As you see our boy Ramboy's jersey tonight, what was your be honest with me, what was your honest thoughts when that man, Todd Gurley, came to Atlanta?
To be honest with you, when we had Todd Gurley at the time, with the Rams, he was the cowbell. We could say the same thing with Steven Jackson too. He was the cowbell at the time because he was the main focal point of the offense. I'm not asking Nick Chubb to be the main vocal point on this offense. We know Bijan gonna be the main focal on this offense. If you bring
Nick, he said, how did you?
No, I'm saying, I understand. I feel like he was still a good player, but at the time that when he was with y'all, he was burnt out a lot when he came to Atlanta because of him using him as a cowbell.
In my opinion, what you just said is how I feel about Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb is old. Sorry, I ain't on Nick Chubb board.
But what he's saying is, Wes, he can bring that veteran leadership to the team. He can still provide that muscle that y'all, if y'all lose the other running back, he still give you something. He ain't he ain't the one that go be able to get 40 carries or nothing like that. But come in and get about 10 or 15 carries.
Right. I understand. But me personally, negative. I wouldn't even look at it. He's too old, injury prone, all these other problems. So no, I ain't not me.
How old is he?
Hold on, I'm about to pull it up.
I'm going another route. Bring another free agent, somebody else, draft.
But also too, Wes. I ain't trying to cut you off. You gotta look at it too, Wes. Look at our cap situation that we in now, and look at the draft picks that we have. You gotta look at that too. I'm just saying. Okay, we don't have no first round pick. We got a second round. We gotta look at how many picks we got. We gotta look at our cap situation and what we're gonna be in going forward. I'm saying. I already figured that we're already gonna lose Tyler Algier already at running back. We're gonna lose him. Okay, this year with the Texans, he had 122 carries. He had 506 yards and 3 TDs. He's only 30 years old.
That's young. Well, running back age, that's old. That being honest, when they passed that late 20s, they started to say running back old. They really don't have it no more. They really on their way out the door. And that's in the running back age. That's what they like to say. But I believe he still got some game in. I believe what you're saying, Sean. I believe he can come in and provide what y'all need if y'all lose the other boy. I believe he can give y'all what. And then plus he from Georgia, ain't he? Well, he played for Georgia.
Yeah, he played for Georgia.
Okay. Look, if he's willing to come here for league minimum,
what I'm saying.
Big money, then sure, roll the dice with him and see what happens.
And then he used to play for the coach too, so he got he know the offense. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. If he come in here he coming here that you've been on the staff with Bill Callahan and Kevin Stefanski. That also to help Bijan Robinson in this scheme offense. I'm not saying Bijan can't pick it up. It also to has another a player that can help him through the first year of a new scheme offense to make it better, and also to another running back that you know that can come in here and get you 3-4 yards when you need to. We know Bijan gonna be the cowbell of this offense, but also too is if you got Nick Chubb on the sideline with Bijan Robinson, he could be that guy saying, "Hey, you know they're gonna try to make you feel like you're the vocal point. Don't pressure yourself and force everything onto yourself to make things easy because of the playmakers that you do have." At the time, Nick Chubb didn't have all those playmakers when he was in Cleveland at wide receiver. He didn't have all that. He only had a tight end. It was only tight ends and running back in Cleveland. But now you have Drake and you add another wide receiver on the other side. It's going to make it easy because we know the vocal point is going to be Bijan of the offense and also too helping your quarterback because it's also too going to be a learning standpoint to help him, to help Penix, and Penix, they both work together. Like how Penix was trying to work with Pitts, Bijan and Pitts got Penix and Bijan going to have to work together in this offense. I'm just saying, as I know we're going to probably lose Tyler Algier. It's going to be a lot. He's going to probably walk. But as I want some vets, decent vets that still got a little bit left in the tank that can help this team manage through what we got with the finance cap situation. But also, too, we got to be smart on the players that we hit in the draft and little impact players that we can help us win now. Because right now, we're in win-now mode. We're in a win-now mode situation. I like how Kevin Stefanski is. He's gonna still run that Kubiak and Shanahan scheme in this offense. He's gonna let it. That's the bread and butter that's gonna get us where we need to get to at the end of the season to get us into the playoffs. That Kubiak and that Shanahan scheme offense. It is gonna take time, but I would rather have some veterans or decent players that can come in here and help out with that scheme offense, and also to help our young offensive coordinator too. And then Kevin Stefanski is going to back him up. So it also too, Tommy Reese came under the Nick Saban tree. You was the head play caller for Nick Saban. You must did something good if you get all the way to the SEC championship and get to a college playoff. So that speaks a lot of volume too. So like I said, I'm just ready for the offseason, ready to get it going. I'm ready to get these senior pro bowl practices going. Also, too, I want to do one more thing. Shout out to my cousin Christian Miller, number 52. He was D lineman at Georgia. He declared for the NFL draft. So I don't know if he's gonna be in the East-West Senior Bowl game, but watch out for him, D lineman. I would love for him to fall in the Falcon lap wherever he's gonna go. I'm gonna support my cousin 100%. He also too play that nose tackle. If people come around, you know, I gotta make sure I holler at him, make sure he sign your autograph ball. I send it to you.
Go wear Ram jersey.
And make sure he sign the jersey for you so you can frame it up.
And you go wear Ram jersey.
Yeah, that's my cousin. That's on the jersey. I'm around. That's on the jersey. I wear that. I wear it on the show. Ain't no shame in my game. And I rep my cousin. And I flip the jersey around.
Yeah. Ain't gonna be garbage you Trump Falcons. Anyway.
Now I did see a report the other day. Speaking of Kevin Stefanski, I just got to throw this out. We as the Atlanta Falcons did get an A+ rating on the hire. They gave us an A+ and said it was a great hire. And I just read an article before we got on as well. And everybody from ESPN on down is very, very excited to see what he can do. And
so I tell you what you need to do with
the exception of that that one idiot, that one guy's Skip Bayless. Yeah. He took
right out my house. I want you to do me one favor, Wes. If he turned out to make the playoffs and have y'all in contention to go to the Super Bowl, I need you to do a reverse of that video you did last week.
Hey, you don't have to worry about that. That is me and how I felt at the time.
And
look. How many times have I said to you, Ram Boy, I was wrong about your Rams. God bless your Rams. Shout out the Rams. How many times have I said that? How many times? Since I've known you, I've said it a lot. I am not worried about calling myself out and saying,
I just want you to do a rebuttal.
Hey, good evening, Facebook friends and family Falcon fans. You remember at the beginning, at the end of the season, when we fired Raheem Morris and I went streaking, and then I came back after we hired Kevin Stefanski, and I'd taken my stuff off and throwing shit on the ground, et cetera, and real pissed off and all mad. Well, hey, I'm here to say I was wrong. Kevin Stefanski, keep kicking ass, keep doing your thing, and I'm going to keep on loving you.
That's all I want you to do, because for one thing, I want you to understand, you might not like the coach, you might not like the players they pick. Stand by your team. Stand by your team always. I've been a Ram fan ever since I was a little 5 years old.
I stand behind my team. Just because I don't support the hire of a coach don't mean that I don't support my team, Ram boy. Come on now.
Hey, you showed out last week, Wes. You showed out. I didn't like that, Wes.
Well, I'm sorry you didn't like that, but that's just how I am. That's how I am. So now here's another thing. Another article for you right here.
What you got?
Falcons former head coaches Raheem Morris and Arthur Smith both ranked low in the ESPN's worst coaching hires since 2021.
I feel y'all.
You ask yourself, why did you act that way, Wes? That's why. That's why. Based on what he's shown in the past compared to what I just read, could it be 3 in a row? Time will tell.
But Wes, let me ask you a question. Do you think y'all gave Raheem a fair shot?
Hell yeah, we gave him a fair shot.
Goodness.
The man was in turn before and he sucked. He went to Tampa and he sucked. He came back here and he sucked. That was a rush hire from Arthur Blank because he was like, oh shit, I don't have anybody else to hire. I better go get this man. If he was good, Ram boy, then his ass would already be hired. There's 2 teams left. The Raiders? Nope. The Cardinals? Maybe.
I think he gonna get the Cardinal job. I think he is. They saying Clint Kubiak gonna have an interview this weekend with the Raiders. I'm surprised Tom Brady not gonna let him walk out the building without a contract. Ain't no way in the hell Tom Brady's not gonna let that happen.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Clint Kubiak going from Seattle to the Raiders. Yeah, you're gonna have the number 1 pick, and you're gonna have Mendoza and all that. That's great, but you're gonna take a few years to produce. It's gonna take a little while to get this young man going.
I think
he's not a Jay
Brady.
Daniels. He ain't like the guy. He's not a Daniels. He's not like a dual threat like Washington was last year. I'm not saying he will succeed, but I think it's going to take him a little bit of time. So I would stay in Seattle. That's just me.
That money talk, Wes. That money talk. Somebody go offer you that kind of
trust me. Trust me, it talks big time, baby.
Also, so since you spoke about Arthur Smith, since the Steelers hired Mike McCarthy as their new head coach, Arthur Smith took the offensive coordinator job at Ohio State. Okay. The Ohio State head coach took the job at South Florida.
Okay.
So he's the new OC at Ohio State, Arthur Smith.
Okay.
So,
hey, shout out the Buckeyes. Maybe to do something, and as long as he in the Atlanta Falcon organization, I don't care if he went to LA Rams. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
But back to Raheem for one more minute. But Sean Gunn and I both go agree with this. Y'all didn't give him a first shot. I don't care what you said, Wes. He didn't get a first shot. I don't care. He was an interim coach when y'all had the coach there with the coach for the Redskins. Y'all didn't give him a real shot, man. Did he pick the play?
He wasn't an intern for Redskins, Ram boy. He was a head coach for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and he sucked.
Who? Raheem?
He took Raheem. Hold on, but see, you understand. After Tampa won that Super Bowl with Grew and they broke that team down, Raheem came in a situation where y'all going through a rebuild phase. Yeah. So you're expecting a lot of Raheem through a rebuild phase when you only give him much limited plays of what he can do. So at that moment in time, it was a live and learn situation with the Buccaneers situation. Yes, he bounced around from different organizations, being with the Redskins, being with the Rams, or being in different places before he came back to Atlanta. Yes, we had that whole special coaching staff. Probably one of the best special coaching staff in Falcon history with Jeff Ulbrich, Kyle Shanahan, Raheem, Dan, who we had? Sean McVay, Mike McDaniel, Matt LaFleur,
Down
all the unknown coaches at this time. All
Mhm.
these special coaches and everything. And at the time when, Dan Quinn got fired, when he didn't take over, because you know how it is sometimes. When you the assistant coach, everybody going to favor you. But when you get in that seat, it's going to be a little different. Yeah, you start winning games, everything else. At the time, we didn't have no GM. We fired the GM and all that. Like I said, I wasn't too big on the Arthur Smith hire at the time because we didn't have no general manager. I wasn't big on that. Now I like the new position that the Falcons are doing. You're bringing a team president in. So at the time, yes, we should have had a team president or somebody, or like a CEO or somebody, but it's a different position. Make that position open that can hire the general manager and the general manager and the head coach. Terry Fontenot came in a situation where y'all already hired Arthur Smith, so I got to work with him. Then after he get fired, everybody getting on Terry why he's not there at the end, at the press conference. Then y'all let him hire Raheem, but we also knew that Arthur Blank was gonna have the final say so with Raheem at that time. At the time. And it speaks a lot of volume too. And then also too, like Kevin Stefanski said, that Matt Ryan and Arthur Blank made him feel special. And also too, Arthur Blank, how he's run his organization from the top to the bottom, how the way you treat people, everything else. We don't know the whole situation in Cleveland. We don't know how the whole owner, Jimmy Haslett, everything. We don't know how everything went. You coming from one bad organization to another organization that's been established and well run. But only thing about it is we've been short of getting into the playoffs. That's all it is. Arthur Blank, since he came in, changed a lot of stuff. Number one in stadium, number one in food, everything else entertainment wise. But he's trying to put a good productive team on the field, but we've just been coming up short. So as an owner like him that wants the best for the city, I salute that for him. And I'm and with Matt Ryan taking that position, it took time for him. He, asked around the different stuff, and I feel like he's gonna do good in this position, like John Lynch did coming from the booth, going to the 49ers, different other coaches. And I think Matt, like he said, I'm gonna let them coach do what they got to do, but I'm gonna give my opinion, give my advice and help and what I can do, and go from there and let's lead this franchise back to where it need to be and stuff like that. So, but I feel like Raheem should have got a fair shot. If Matt would have got the position, I feel like he should have got another shot, see where things go, kind of just tweak a little stuff on the offensive side. Like I said, Raheem still could have kept his job if Jeff kind of saved his job a little bit. I feel like he should have saved his job when you hired Jimmy Lakes. You should have hired Jeff Aubrey by the time he was with the Jets. Then you hire Zach Robinson, the first time offensive coordinator, when you should have got another veteran offensive coordinator. Like I said, we don't know how the interviews go at times in certain positions, but you live and learn from behind the situation. I think Raheem's a good coach. If he get the Arizona job, there's going to be a tough task in that division. He know that division, and stuff like that. But third time is a charm. Look what happened with Dan Reeves. He with the Giants and the Broncos before he came to the Falcons. What he did with the Falcons, got the Dirty Birds to the Super Bowl, and the high expectation that got him past a lot while he was here. So, and he was here doing a little bit of time with the Michael Vick era before we hired Jim Moore and everybody else. So, let's get this offseason going, baby. Let's get this offseason going. Let's get this schedule going. I'm loving it, man. I'm ready. I'm ready to see how we're going to be looking. I'm hyped, baby. Let's go.
Only one part that I'm hating that we ain't on y'all schedule. I wish we was on y'all schedule. But I tell y'all what, let's meet each other in the playoffs. That's what we're going to do. How about that, fellas? And then we could really have a two birds in the ram party.
Oh, yeah. And also, too, we got to reveal our brand new jerseys that we coming out with real soon.
Okay, y'all got brand new jersey.
Yeah, we got new jerseys on the way, player.
What, they gonna have a lot of shit stained on? What, they gonna have a lot of shit stained on?
Brand new logo.
Brand new logo. What, the bird will be turned upside down dead?
It ain't that ugly ass mustard shit you got on your jersey.
Yeah, that Ronald McDonald jersey you got with that McDowell jersey.
Hey. That shit looks like something exploded from an elephant's ass.
But I tell you one thing though, y'all be finger licking good wherever y'all have them.
You got them CarMax colors on. Can I get a car from you?
Hey, you get in there. Matter of fact, you be at Burger King, you can have it your motherfucking way. How about that?
Hey, I want double R. Hey, if the Patriot win, I want double R come on the show and I want him to do the Kirk Cousins. Do you like that, Dad? Do you like that?
No,
Do you like that?
Double Lago said they the team that run the league. That's his slogan. They the team that run the league. But Double R, you ain't winning, so don't even worry about saying that. Just give me my motherfucking $87,000 that you owe me for child support. We'll be all right.
Hey, Double R, when you win the Super Bowl and your daddy had that big party when the season started, you need to tell your daddy you want some roll pelts to come down and acknowledge your champ.
Right. Tell him. He knows me, bitch.
Hey, wait. For one thing we all go agree on, we don't like the Patriots or the Cowboys. Them the two teams that guarantee you nobody in here like. Because the Patriots beat y'all, came back for 25 points. Y'all should never like them.
Everybody feeling salty about Bill Belichick not getting in on the first ballot of Hall of Fame. They were pissed about that.
What y'all think about that, fellas?
He cheated a lot. That's the reason why he
think, yep. You know what?
Nope. Mr. Stephen A. Mr. He's I'm not watching the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Whoever get in it before Bill Belichick need to look at their resume and different stuff. He cheated. It is what it is. Look at Barry Bonds. Barry Bonds ain't in Baseball Hall of Fame because of what he did.
Neither was
Look
Pete
at different stuff like that. Yeah. Look at Pete. Look at Pete Rose. I feel like Pete Rose. Look at Pete Rose.
He died though. He got in. He got in though.
Trump pardoned it so he can get in.
Oh, okay.
Y'all do after the man dead and gone.
Well, he got in though. He's somewhere rolling over the river. He in there now.
And we rolling.
But my thing about it is cheating and cheating. It is what it is. I understand he's a great football coach. He has done a lot for football. But you cheating. It is what it is with the Spygate stuff. You can't hold that. There's gonna be a gun over your head and different stuff like that.
Yep, that's true.
Everybody, if you're gonna hold Bill Belichick responsible, you need to hold Payne Manning responsible. Any player, you hold them responsible. It is what it is. I was upset and mad as a baseball fan. I feel like Andrew Jones should have got in first ballot Hall of Famer in my eyes. But they want to look at the end of his career, but look at the beginning of his career as a 19-year-old kid coming into bigs, and you hit 2 home runs in the World Series against the Yankees, and you had 10 gold gloves, almost had 500 home runs. That man was a monster here with the Braves. But I understand when he left and took the big money, a lot of stuff, but he was still a good player. But I don't feel like they should define him. I understand it's always statistics, stats, and numbers and stuff like that, but also too, defense win games, and that's what Andrew do. Andrew Jones was the best center fielder in the game beside King Griffey Jr. for what I've seen in my time. And I know it was, kind of hard for him. This is last year getting on the ballot. Shout out to Andrew Jones, one of my favorite Brave players. He got in the Hall of Fame. He deserved it, but he stayed down. He was humble. Now I'm happy he in there with Chipper Jones, Bobby Cox, Tom Glavine, Greg Maddux, John Smoltz, the whole 97 crew. I'm happy for him and stuff like that. Well deserved. But players like that play the game the right way, I don't feel like they should wait that long. But people that cheated, I think you should wait. It is what it is. You get your flower when that kind come, but I can't accept that.
Okay, look, fellas, we got about 2.5 minutes left. So Wesley, I'm gonna let you close us out because
all right, Rambo. As always, fellas, been nothing but love, nothing but a lot of fun. As always, we have a good time together in the Two Birds and Ram podcast. So we appreciate all our supporters and all of our followers, new people that have subscribed. We appreciate the love.
Hit that subscribe button.
Subscribe button. The more, the better. Appreciate you as always. And I'm speaking of real quick, Pro Bowl. I ain't gonna be tuning in either. The shout out Shador Sanders. Hey man, people are pissed off about that. Who cares, man?
The Pro Bowl ain't the same.
No,
it's a flag football game, dude. And, you go out there, you kick a couple field goals, dude. You just kick the 69er, dude. Just kick the 74-yarder. Who cares? It don't matter. Just go out there. It don't matter. It's a flag football game. Who cares if John Elway comes out of the tunnel? It don't matter. Nobody cares.
All we care about next season, baby. Next season, the draft, free agency. That's all we care about right now.
Get the Super Bowl show over with. Halftime show with Bad Bunny come out and they, some kind of skirt or something. I don't care. Just get on with it. Let's get the Super Bowl over with. Let's move on. Let's get ready for free agency. Let's get ready for the draft schedule. Let's get it on. Our new logo, none but love. Let's do it to it.
Finger licking
Until
good.
then, as always, deuces.